Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Viviana and I have been sharing all about my prep as I was getting prepared for an NPC show that I was planning on doing. And this is my show day. Okay, so we are all ready. Now I'm just waiting on my husband. Everything is packed up. Hair is done. It's time to go. So we are now on our way to San Marcos. It looks like we're on time. Maybe, maybe not. But the traffic is terrible. But here we go. Ya llegamos, we're here and we are looking for a room. It's so funny because the elevator is back there and we're having to go all the way around to the room. Checked into the hotel and I am getting ready to go to the athletes meeting and athletes check-in. We are all checked in and it's time for tanning. Alejandra's gonna do my tan. So if it looks ugly, if it doesn't work, we're gonna blame my daughter Alejandra. Okay, so ahora lo que vamos a hacer, we're gonna put our sheets on the bed because of the tan, so that I don't mess up the hotel blankets. And so that they don't get charged, or I don't get charged, or the promoters don't get into trouble and they can continue to do shows. Athletes need to make sure that they don't do anything like that in the hotel rooms. So take your sheets with you always because of the tan, whatever hotel you use. Or even if you're at home, if you don't want to get your sheets dirty. And then let me tell you, I don't know if you know this already, but you need to be very careful when you use the bathroom after your tan, because you know, if you get wet, you'll ruin your tan. You have to go get your tan again, and you know, make sure that the base or the coat of the tan is the same color. So it's a mess, right? But you want to try to avoid that. So some people use cups, like foam cups. I used that at the beginning, but then I started using the funnels for me when I used to when I go to the bathroom. I got these on Amazon, but some people don't use them. I've used them for years and they've worked for me. I've never ruined my tan. So if you're ever curious, these are, you know, good for you to use, or at least for me, when I have to use the bathroom after I've already had my tan done. Okay, so now it's time for me to rest, and then let me show you. Before we got here, my people got food. So right now, they went and got more food. They're out there eating. Let me see if I can get some video of them. Let me show you. Let me show you what they're doing here.
Hey, this is bullying.
So the plan for tomorrow, after I checked in, we were told that my category is possibly going to start until like 1, but to be safe, to be backstage by noon. So just to make sure that we're there on time, obviously we'll check out, and then I will be just back there checking, because again, I'm one of those people that get anxious and always prefer to be there before than end up missing it, right? Because you guys know that is an actual thing. People actually miss their time to go on stage. That's never happened to me, but I've known of people that it's happened to them. So to be safe, we will be there early, but yeah, it's gonna take that long. So show starts at 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m., but I won't be there until noon. And then after that, it'll be the awards in the evening, which again, they start at 4:30, but possibly for me until later in the evening. So, but we shall see. As of now, I got a text from my coach. He said to eat my first meal, like I always do, around 7 in the morning, and then my next one at 11. Follow the same plan that I have. So that's what we're gonna do. Good morning. I have been up since 4 a.m. I can't sleep. I don't have to be up, but that is like my natural clock. So I went to lay down and I can't sleep, so I'm up and I don't know what to do with my time. Okay, good morning again. This time for reals. So we are looking for the gym. Alejandra wants to have a little training before we start with the makeup and getting everything ready. I don't train today. I will, maybe walk for 10 minutes just after my meal, but that's it. No training scheduled for today, but let's go take a look at the gym and have Alejandra do her training for the day.
Hey, this is see-through. I hope you know that.
¡Baila cotada! Pues la treadmill no jala, so me subí a la bicicleta. Today is Saturday. Ale stayed in the gym. I came out because I started to feel hot and the treadmill wasn't working, so it's actually like 57 degrees or something like that, which is good. You guys know that we don't get any cold weather here, but it feels nice. And me and my pre-menopause hot flashes going on, not very helpful for the tan or my hair. So today the show starts at 8:30 and people are already starting to get here, but for my division it won't be until noon or 1, so I won't be coming backstage until then. So I plan to do my makeup in a little bit, maybe 9 a.m. or something, check my tan. It looks like I got darker. I think it all worked out. And then I'll come and do prejudging. I did text my coach just to let him know where I'm at, you know, with my meals and everything. Usually he will ask me for a video, you know, after my first meal, after my second meal, after prejudging, just to kind of see where I'm at and, you know, how my physique looks. Right now, we already know that we're having my first meal at regular time, and then it depending, like I said, how it looks, that will depend on how we will do our next meal. But then I think the awards or the finals, that happens until like 5 p.m. But again, because I'm towards the end, probably end up really late for me. And what I'm worried about is that I'm really like an old lady. I wake up really early, and that's probably why I go to sleep so early. So I was just telling my daughter and my husband right now, because I woke up like at 4 and then went back to bed and tried to wake up late, but I couldn't. What I'm hoping is that I'm awake and I'm not falling asleep when it's finals, because that would be bad. They have breakfast here. Let's see what they have. So aquí estamos y yo me traje mis little pancakes y agarré cafecito. Pero sí les voy a decir una cosa. One of the things that I really like, and I was just paying attention to it right now, is that my Alejandra, my daughter, I just looked to my side and she was praying before she was about to eat. I know it's not a big deal. But you know, when you have kids around that age or even teenagers, they'll do things in front of their parents. They won't do them when parents are not watching, right? I wasn't watching, I wasn't paying attention, but I've noticed it a couple of times. And I'm so grateful that she has learned to appreciate her meals and everything, that we thank God for all that He provides. Miren, déjenme enseñarles. Yo me acabé mis pancakes aquí con mi cafecito y mi cuata bien buena.
See everything you're working for.
Okay. Dijeron que no es, it's real.
It is windy.
So we'll have to see. Of course, something like this would happen tonight. We were asked to leave, or not to leave. We were asked to go outside.
It's like a fire.
I don't know, but they asked everybody to come out, and so we're waiting for the okay until we can go back in. Tienes que oler esas cosas.
Oh man, I should have got my glasses.
It feels good.
Well, I hear the fire department, so I think they're on their way. On. Okay, I don't know what happened, but we're going back in. Okay, so Alejandra did my second coat, and now she's doing my makeup. Hopefully it turns out okay. I did get a big pimple. She thought that was bad. I thought that was cool because, I don't know, am I like the skin of a teenager or something maybe? No, she loves me. She adores me. She just won't say that. No. And I was gonna show my husband, but he's in underwear, so I'm not gonna show him.
Don't look at it yet.
Okay, so we are done with tan and makeup, and now I'm gonna put on my suit and do some posing practice. And then after that, we are going backstage. Okay guys, so makeup is done. We're ready. Hair is done. My daughter Alejandra did everything. So now it's time for us to get ready to go backstage. I sleep early, so I'm starting to feel tired, and I don't fall asleep and not wake up for when I'm next. Estamos peleando. En que me quedo dormida, me quedo dormidota aquí en el piso.
Nursevivianasantos. In second place.
Okay, everybody, so we made it to the show. So, show weekend, show day was great. I started sharing with you how I prepared on Friday to drive to San Marcos, and my daughter, helping me with my makeup and my hair to get me ready for check-in. You guys, honestly, I don't do that on the daily basis. I don't do any of the, eyelashes or all that nice makeup most women do. So I always need some help with all of that. But we drove to San Marcos and we decided to rent the Embassy Suite, which is the preferred hotel or the host hotel for the show that I did. But to be honest with you, last year we stayed at home, drove, stayed there for the show, and then came back. And we just wanted it. This year we stayed there for, just safety. We're there. If we need anything, I'm tired, I can go to the room, and everything's right there. But we were not impressed, to be honest with you, with that hotel. It is pretty old, but usually the fees for the hotel are pretty high, or at least this one. And I mean, the customer service was good, but it's an old building. Not impressed at all. So I think that if I do that show again, it's better for me to stay home and drive just with you know, a lot of time in advance to drive and get there on time, because, or I don't know, maybe find something else. Just, it was just okay. So then we get to the hotel, we did our check-in, and as always, Galvanized Production, Bernadette from Galvanized Production goes all out. And so everything, you know, the backdrops, the decorations, the big letters, and she's wonderful. So just everything was great, very smooth. We go in there, have our meeting on how the show's gonna run. And then after they tell us how the show's gonna run, you line up to make sure you have your membership card, your NPC card. Then you move on to registrations. If you've already registered, they check you off, check your height, and then you know, check your class, and you get your button, which is your registration is done and completed, and you have everything you need. And then they give you some goodie bags to all athletes, and those are kind of like some fun things in there that they sponsor. So that was Friday, and then on Saturday was the show. So Saturday, the show started at 8:30 a.m. with the pros, and so I didn't go on stage until maybe 2 o'clock, I think, maybe even later. So they asked us to be there by 11 or 12, but we didn't end up going till like 2 o'clock. And then it was yeah, it was like 2 o'clock. So we left. My husband and my daughter were hungry to eat something, and then came back. But it's just a matter of, you know, the time. It's time consuming, it's waiting, but it's okay. I mean, you get to meet a lot of people backstage. I got to meet well, there was two ladies, but one wonderful lady that is 72 years old, that I kept on looking at her and saying, you don't look 72, how are you? So it's wonderful to meet people. And then I got to see Teresa, who is an athlete that I met last year, and she came back this year. So backstage, you get to meet people, and it's great. And like I was telling my daughter and my husband, it's awesome. But sometimes myself, I guess because I'm older, I have a hard time connecting with people. Not because I'm not friendly or that I don't like to meet people, it's just I'm older. And so with these two ladies being backstage with me, I thought I had a great time, because, you know, they're both wives, they have grandkids. Teresa's over 55, this lady's 72. So it was wonderful because I had someone that I can connect to, and all three of us were doing this bodybuilding show. So there was things in common, and plus they spoke Spanglish like me. So that was a plus. So that was great because we understood our language. So anyways, I thought that was super, super cool. And then after the prejudging, we did have to be sent out because the fire alarms went off. And we were just looking around waiting for somebody to tell us, oh, nothing happened, it's okay, continue with your day. But no, it was an actual fire alarm, and everybody's like, nope, this is not a drill. It's time for you guys to start walking out of the building. So this was during prejudging, when it had just started, and I was like, oh my God, is this happening? So we start walking out, and in a few minutes, the fire department came in, and then they started kind of checking the building, the hotel, until they gave us the okay to come in. Not sure why the fire alarm went off, what exactly happened. As long as they told us it was safe and that we could go in, we did go in. And then thank God it was after breakfast, otherwise my husband probably would have had a heart attack. And then we went back in and started working on our makeup and everything, right? Our tan. And after that, we just kind of got ready for the show, took all of our things in our bag, and, you know, just went backstage and kind of waited for the show to start. Now, as far as like the show and the experience and my thoughts and everything, I thought it went great. I absolutely love competing. Like I've mentioned before, it is a personal satisfaction. I absolutely love it, and I continue to come and do it. I actually had a friend of ours from Laredo, his name is Dave, tell my husband, like, V always has the best time at this events, and that's because I see that everybody's stressed, right? We're all stressed. We've been dieting and you know, prepping for this show, training so hard. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to, you know, do great. But some people forget about enjoying the moment. And plus, I'm also like that. I'm a very, I don't know, it's not crazy, but it's just, I like to do these things. So I go out, I tell my husband, you know, come on, let's go where the booths are and take all these pictures and do the spinning thing and everything that they have there. I'll look around and kind of talk to people and take all these pictures with all these things that they have there. When a lot of not everybody, you'll see some athletes that are just as fun as me, but then you see those that are focused and forgetting to enjoy the moment, forgetting to enjoy everything that comes with the show. And I feel that you can be, or at least for me, I can be focused, structured, following my meals, and also get to enjoy the moment, enjoy the people that are there with you. I'm sure that those family and friends don't want to be there the whole day, just sitting, walking around and waiting until it's your turn. It is because they love us, it's because they support us, and they do it for us. So hanging around with them and making it fun, plus me enjoying what the show is providing there with all these things to do there, why not take advantage and kind of, you know, enjoy everything? So I thought that was a great, I guess, comment from somebody that says that I always have the best time and I always enjoy, because I really do. Even while I'm on stage, I absolutely love it. Even though I do still get a little bit nervous, I really do enjoy it. And, you know, just talking to my husband about it, he's like, you know, as long as you keep enjoying what you do and you have fun doing these things, you keep at it. Because there was some doubts, or there still is a few, as far as like, what's next? What do I want to do? You know, I mentioned this before. My first prep was about 12 years ago, and there was no wellness. It was the bikini. And, you know, as things change, we thought, well, wellness is going to be the in-between of bikini and figure. So due to the way my body is structured, I think I fit in that criteria, plus the judges' feedback was that was it, right? But things are changing. I'm getting older, and it requires more muscle mass than you know, to be part of the wellness category or to do well, right? And so, yes, I love it, and I will continue to do this. I'm just not sure if I will continue to do this with this federation, since they are bringing in natural shows, or if I'm going to try a different federation where it's all natural. I've only done NPC always, because again, I love the competition of it. I love the way they run the shows, everything, right? But I also feel that there's only so much that I can do naturally. I choose not to, and will not, and will continue to say no to anything, just because I do this because I love it. And so it's awesome to win, it's great, but I really, really promote the healthy lifestyle, and doing other things that are not natural is not promoting health in the way I see things. So me personally, I respect what everybody else does, but I choose to be natural, and so I will continue to do these shows. I love training, I love competing, but I'm not sure where we're moving from this, just thoughts, after this show. And so I did great. We did do great. I did place fourth in the Masters, and so that's good. It's great, and I'm grateful and I'm happy for it. I mean, I was up there, and I always ask my daughter and my husband, but do I fit in there? Like, am I okay there? And these questions, because you just want honest, answers to, am I going the right direction? And so it was fun. I did also compete again for the hero category, and that's a lot of fun too. But moving forward, what we're doing is what I'm going to be planning for, and then sharing that with you. Now, last night after the show, we did go to eat with my daughter and my husband, and you guys know I love pizza, burgers, and sandwiches, but I always like a burger with sweet potatoes, and so that's what I did. We went out to have burger with some sweet potatoes. Now the problem is that you don't have a lot of places to choose from when you get out from the show at 11 or 11:30 p.m. or whatever, right? And so we went to Hot Daddy's, which I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad that it was open. And so that's what we had. Now, I'm not, and every year it gets better, I'm not one to, look forward to, oh my God, I want all this food, because I haven't been deprived from any of that while on my prep. And so, yes, my calories went down. Yes, it's different because you don't get to eat as much as you want, but I don't feel deprived throughout my prep. So at the end of the shows, I am not a person to go and, eat a whole cake or, I don't know, whatever. Was there a time that I did that? Yes. That prep that I did 12 years ago, that's how it was. I was so depleted, so deprived, that when I finished my show, I wanted, and I had all sorts of pizza, all kinds of foods, but that no longer happens. And I think that's very helpful also with my mental health, because I just get to enjoy a regular meal and then go on. Now I am, here today after show, feeling great. I just had that meal and I feel great. I don't, there's nothing additional to do or extra cardio or nothing like that. We just keep on going with our day. It's actually rest day for me today. So that's what we did last night, and it was great. Now moving forward, the plan is going to be for me to check in. We had planned to do a next show in December, the Battle of Texas. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. Again, because of all these thoughts, all these things, my feedback is always to grow. So I have all these things going on in my mind and kind of trying to figure out what is best for me, if I should finish the season, start my improvement season so I can start growing, finish with one more show since I've already been working to, get lean and get stage ready and finish the year. So we shall see. I'm going to share all of that with you, but I do want to thank you for following through this prep. Thank you for all your support. Everybody that messaged me, whether it was on social media or on here on YouTube. I hope that, I just wanted to share the whole prep so that if you've never, experienced being on prep and you're thinking of doing a prep, kind of how it goes. If you're just supporting or just curious about it, kind of how things go when you're prepping for a show. I was just, and then again, just me, my personal ways of getting ready for a show. So I am very, very grateful for all of you that were supporting me throughout this show prep. I hope you all enjoyed everything that I shared, and I thank you for all of your support. So the next video will be my post-show, my check-in, and what is next for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.